Look at this.
What's going on?
Oh, you got.
Oh,
You got.
what is
You
that?
know, Michael. What's that?
Yeah, man. Michael, what's up?
Not much. How you doing, man?
What is that?
Dude,
Grant?
everybody's got a microphone now. You guys got little fuzzies on yours. Is this the new car dealership thing? Nobody sells cars anymore. Everybody's got shows.
Everybody sells
man.
himself.
So
Robert,
what do you,
Robert, you got to take
Hey.
your light's not right, dude. Your lighting's not
Dude,
right.
I told you. I sent it. I
You
sent
got a lot
memo.
of shine on you, dude. You got a lot of shine. Go powder up a little bit, dog.
I sent an
baby
email
powder.
notifying your team that you didn't need to be on video.
Yeah. Well, dude, when you as pretty as I am, dog, you fucking video everything.
What are you gonna video? What are you gonna do with this?
Don't worry about what I'm gonna do with it. Just worry about your own shit. You worry about
Yes,
your
sir.
own
All right,
shit.
hold on. Let me fix my light up for you. I just got to make a couple.
Dude, you need to fix a lot of shit, dude. You worried about my goddamn iTunes stuff? Yeah, yeah. And look,
It's the least I can do for you.
yeah. What are we talking about, players?
What are you doing? You're setting up your set now. Let's roll.
Make Grant happy.
Make Grant happy.
So what? Okay, so Grant, what about talking about hating why they hate their
Why
job?
salespeople hate their jobs?
Yeah.
You guys like that topic?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can
it's
go
a good
on
one.
That. Well,
It's a good
of
one.
course, the one that you're going to suggest is the one that I'm going to want because that's the one you're going to give me the best show on.
No, dude. Whatever you want to do, bro. What do you want to talk about? You want to talk about a bunch of boring shit like y'all talk about all the time?
No, I don't want to talk.
That's a good one. Why salespeople hate their jobs?
Why do they hate? I mean, do they? Do they hate the car business? Do they hate?
They hate their jobs because they suck at it.
Grant, what's the what do you call you're the we say like the owner of what Cardone Training Technologies or like what exactly is the
You want to know everything?
No, just real quick, just so I can announce here.
Cardone Training
just so I can
Technologies, Grant Cardone Enterprises, Cardone Acquisitions, Cardone Group.
Oh yeah, I don't need
Okay.
the resume. Which one which one is operating out of there? Which one's Jared? Which one's Jared?
Cardone Training
Most
Technologies.
Associates?
Cardone Training Technologies.
You ready? All right. So pre and post. You ready?
Yeah.
Pre and post.
Yeah.
Like after when we're done, Michael and
Just
I
go,
will
baby.
record
Go.
our stuff. All right. You ready? You set, Mike?
Let's do it.
You gonna
Let's
tell me
do
what
it.
you're gonna
Let's
do, or
it.
you gonna do it?
I'm gonna do it, man.
Dude, pre-post,
Okay, everybody.
post.
Eh,
Are
all
we
right.
gonna do it or not
Ready?
do it?
Yes.
Let's go.
Let's do it. Here we go.
Let me go. Let me go.
Go. Let me go. Let me go. We
All
gonna
right.
start or we gonna start? Why don't we start?
Okay, everybody. Thank you so much. We are here with
We're starting.
Grant Cardone. Grant.
Guys, we have
Thanks for-
started. I just want to say we started, Robert.
Let's do
We
it.
did.
We're going.
Thanks. Well, we're not live. We're lively
What's in that
recording.
10x water bottle?
This is a live recording, right?
Yes, this is a live recording. Grant, man, thanks for coming on the Dealer Playbook
You
for
got
the
it,
time.
dude. You got it.
We got it. Anybody, of course, everybody here listening to this definitely know Grant Cardone is.
Dude, if you don't
awesome
know me,
guy.
let me just say, Robert, if they don't know me, if you don't know
It's
who
your-
I am,
it's your
that's my
fault,
fault.
not theirs.
That's my fault. I apologize to everybody that doesn't know me. If you're like, dude, I never heard of this Grant Cardone cat. Look, I apologize. My bad. Okay. I want to apologize to you, your family, your church, your community, your children, to your drug dealer, to whatever you've been. I just want to apologize to you.
Grant, that's so nice of you. Pretty sure though, if they've heard of me, they've heard of you. I'm gonna go with that. That analogy,
There it
definitely. But Grant, so guys, Grant is taking the time nice enough. The guy's super busy, as you can imagine, but was, granted us the time to sit down. We're gonna talk a little bit about. I asked him what topics he wanted to cover, and he really kind of left it up to me. But
I leave
went
it up
back,
to you. I leave it up to you.
Yes,
Man.
but I like the one you have about
You know what Robert came up with
salespeople.
since we started, Michael? Robert came up with, let's talk about the meet and greet.
I did not say that.
Okay, Grant. I said, no, dude, I don't want to talk about that. He's like, let's talk about properly qualifying the customer. I said, no,
Now,
I don't.
see-
He's like, let's talk about Facebook. Let's talk about Facebook, Grant.
Everybody knows that is not true. So Grant is going to talk about why salespeople hate their jobs. Most car salespeople hate their jobs, and you know what? That's I believe in that 100% because I was there, something that I loved and was passionate about, and at times I hated it. And I watched a lot of people that did nothing but hate it. So, Grant, tell me. So why do most car salespeople hate their jobs?
Well, first of all,
Hate
Robert,
what they
I want to say to you, I really appreciate your show and what you do on the show, and you're a guy that I like you, Robert. And I'm going to tell you something that you don't know. I know you've been trying to get me on this show for a long time, and I finally agreed. Do you know why I agreed last week and said, okay, I'll do the deal?
Why?
Because you were so professional at how you persisted in getting me on the show. This guy, Robert Weissman, okay, he's got so many different angles and persisted from so many different ways, and I kept putting him off, and I wouldn't respond, and the guy was professional the whole time, never made me wrong, never said something dumb like, well, you too busy, man, you too big now. You never did any of that make wrong stuff, dude. You were so professional, and this last time that we talked, you're like, dude, I know you're busy. I know you got a lot going on, and it would really help me if you can ever do it and make the time. You just finally I'm like, I got to do this for the wise man. Because I respect you, dude.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Well, I learn from the best. Grant, just to keep this going back and forth, without Grant, the guy, Grant that's here, you guys you wouldn't even be listening to me right now. Big part of the reason why I'm even here and, in this space. So thank you, Grant, so much. Hey, Grant, you know Michael, right?
Yeah.
I don't
know Michael intimately like I know you
Yeah.
intimately. I mean, those 2 nights you spooned me, I'll never forget those 2 nights. So Michael's never spooned me.
Not part of the show, people. Not part of the show.
Yeah. Do you have Explicit on your iTunes category?
No, I don't actually.
We will now.
We haven't gone there
Everything
yet.
I have on my podcast is labeled explicit for a damn reason.
Parental advisory, explicit content. So let us hear it, man. Tell everybody why they hate their job, or the people, most importantly, the people that they're counting on. Let's take management and dealer principals. They're counting on these people to make money for them.
What do you think? Why people hate the automobile business? I mean, is that a fair statement that a lot of people don't like it?
Well, you know what? I think there's a lot of people that aren't passionate about a lot of things. I don't know if it's necessarily the car business, but I can think of myself. I'm less passionate about things that I suck at.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like you've got whatever it is, 100,000 salespeople in the country going to work every day, just trying to make ends meet, not really knowing what they need to do to step their game up, or maybe they haven't figured out why they're showing up. And they're sucking it up, and so they're not passionate about it.
Yeah,
they're not enjoying it.
So we could talk about it. I said, so many topics are covered in this space that you go to these conferences and conventions, and it's how to lease better, how to run a better BDC, how to make more gross, how to convert more. I'm like, when's somebody going to talk about the real shit going on here? Okay. What about I hate my damn job, okay? Because all this other stuff doesn't matter. The BDC, the conversion rates, the posts, the social media. Dude, if you hate what you do, look, you just hate what you do, okay? And there's no creativity if you're hating. I mean, you're using so much energy to hate that you can't create. Damn, I sound like a Baptist minister now. Okay,
Cardonisms.
Yeah. So
I just bought the domain.
Yeah, probably. Your net worth is wrapped up in domains. I don't have any money, but I got bustedbroke.com and hoping somebody buys it one day in the future.com. So the first 2 years I sold automobiles, I absolutely hated the car business. I mean, I hated it with a passion. I didn't like me. I didn't like the people I worked with. I didn't like the manager that I had. I kind of liked the finance guy I had because I could talk him into anything. But he was so weak. Nice. I didn't respect him. I liked him. I didn't like the owner. I didn't like anybody in the place, okay? And I didn't like myself, and I didn't like the customers. And I especially didn't like when I told somebody that I was selling cars, that look they got. They
Yeah,
got
right.
this look of disappointment, like, really? Really?
Yeah.
You mean you went to college to sell cars, dude? I mean, what's wrong with you? You a loser? They all had that look. And so, if I go back and look at what changed when I was 25, because all of a sudden I fell in love with the car business. I was like, dude, I like this job. And it's what Michael said. At 25, dude, I became a superstar. And I tell anybody, I became a freaking rock star, not just in my store, but in my town. And I was selling more product than 3 and 4 and 5 guys at a time. And what the switch for me was, okay, if I leave the car business right now, I'm leaving a loser. I'm no better than when I came here. I didn't leave the environment or the space any better. I'm just a critic. All I did was come in, judge them. It's like walking in somebody's town and saying, "Oh, it's dirty here," and then you litter it. And that was me. I just kind of taken a dump where I was and not cleaned up after myself. And so I got on some training tapes. I was 25 years old in 1 month. And dude, literally 1 month later, I was in love with my customers, the environment. I still didn't like the manager because the guy was weaker than freaking Panther piss that had been diluted by some lithium runoff in Santa Monica River. the guy couldn't. He could barely button his damn shirt or zip his freaking fly up. He was so weak. Okay, I'd bring this guy a deal, and this guy would be like, "That's not a deal." I said, "It's not a deal because you still got breath, you still got air in your lungs. I'm gonna go make it a deal, dog. I don't even know why I came in here to visit with you. You so damn weak."
That's always going to be that. That's how it is, though. That's always the way it's going to be. Okay, back up quick though.
Yeah.
Let's talk about hating. Why a lot of salespeople hate this, but and you're getting there. But why originally did you get into the car business? Is it because
I hated being unemployed.
I
hated being unemployed.
It's always, and I've said this before, that like the warehouse is laying off and people are like, I can always go sell cars until the warehouse opens back up.
Yeah. And for me, my uncle told me I couldn't get a job. I had an accounting degree and I couldn't get a job. My uncle said, "Why don't you go look at a car dealership?" Literally had never, ever considered working in a car dealership in my life. Never had the thought. Had passed by car dealerships. The only thing I thought about them for was maybe one day I'll have a car. And I was broke, dude. I had nothing. Okay. I mean, I have no money. I don't even have respect for myself. And my uncle says, if you go work for a car dealership, you could make $4 or $5 grand a month. And I was like, what?
And get some wheels back then too.
Yeah, and get some wheels back then,
Yeah.
And next thing you know, I went to the car dealership and told the guy, I said, "Hey, I got a college degree." He's like, "Oh, that's going to definitely, that's not going to help you here." And I said, "Why is that?" He's like, "Oh, yeah, the less you know, the better off you are." I'm like, "Shit, why didn't you tell me that 5 years ago? I'd have come over here 5 years." Yeah. And true enough, man, I made like $5 grand the first month. The next month, I made $1,500. Third month, I wanted to kill myself. Hated the job, hated the people, and I think people need to understand. It wasn't the car business, dude. I could have been in the furniture business, the mortgage business. It's what Michael said. I was no good at what I was doing, and if you're no good at what you're doing, you're gonna hate it. It really had nothing to do with the car business at all.
So what you're saying, Grant, is you can actually learn to like what you're doing or learn to love what you're doing if you previously didn't, or if you entered it not enjoying it, you could grow to like it.
Yeah, there's a
once you get good at it.
Once you get great at it, okay? You don't want to be, because there's plenty of people good at it. And good, you add good to the margins in automobiles in the car business today, good means $3 grand a month. It means you're going to be at the poverty line or very close to it. The poverty in this country, there's 48 million people in poverty in this country. Most people don't even know what that means. It means a family of 4 people living on 23 grand a year.
Right.
Family of 4 living on 23,000, okay? There's a survey that just came out today, 64% of millennials. That group is only 80 million strong, okay? 64% of millennials would rather make $40,000 a year and like their job than make $100 grand a year and be bored with it. I'm like, dude, what is wrong with you, dog? Are you freaking stupid? Are you so self-centered? Are you so selfish? Are you so me that you'd rather be happy at your job and make 40 grand than be bored with it and make 100? And you went to school to get that kind of education? What is wrong with this group of people? That's 30 million people that would rather make less money and not be bored. Well, the reality of that is this. If you're bored with your job, it's because you suck at it. You're not creating on it. You know, you're not figuring out new nuances, how to keep it trick and exciting. And any job can be made exciting, man. Anything can be, you can add some freaking juice and greatness to. And that's what's really missing from the dealer. The dealer's not asking his people to do that. He's saying, dude, just work a 12-hour day, do what I say, work the 13 steps, and you know, spend 4 hours selling a guy, make him feel good about it. I'm going to pay you $50 to sell a $40,000 truck. I need you to follow these people up afterwards, by the way. Follow them up. You follow them up. Shit, I never want to see these people again. I hate my damn job. And my wife hates me too.
Yeah. Because you're not bringing home the bacon.
There's no money, man.
Dude.
Just can't do
No
nothing.
money.
You know, I come home and I tell my wife, I'm like, Robert Weissman's like, man, I don't know if I wish I wouldn't even have done this with him.
What are you talking about, man?
My wife, have we started yet? My wife, I come home, you know what my wife asked me today? Still today, dude. Okay. We make any money today?
Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to replay that then I got some people in mind I'm going to replay that just clip right there for. So if your wife's asking if you've made money, then I'm doing good.
Yeah.
I'm doing good. I'm normal.
Yeah. And what is wrong with your wife that she's not asking, man? You know, I'm talking to everybody that's out there listening. If your wife's not asking you, dude, did we make some freaking dough today or not? No, I didn't make any. Then what the hell you doing home?
Why'd you go to
Climb
work?
your ass back in our car, drive back over to the lot. They closed 3 hours ago. Good. Well, you need to go back over there and fish, you know? You need to go over there. Look, I closed more deals. When I was 25 and 26 and 27 years old, the store would close at 7. I guarantee you 5 nights of the week, I would still be there at 11 o'clock doing a deal. You know, I'm looking, man. Okay, I didn't bring a deal home yet. So what? Stay. Your day off is Wednesday and you're behind the gun and you hadn't done anything this week. Don't take the day off. You don't have to. You know, you don't have to take days off. Go to your dealer and say, I don't want to take any days off, dude. Okay? I don't want a day off. I want to feed my damn family. I want my kids to be proud of me. I want my wife to admire me and think that I'm Superman. I want sex all the time because I'm such a stud. Okay? You know what a guy wants? A guy wants a day off. What you want a day off for, dude? You take more time off than God does.